Mate, with what do you make of the start of the season finally and getting a run against Adelaide first up?
I think the players and the coaching staff are all looking forward to getting this one started. We've been looking forward to playing games for a long time now, and obviously part and parcel of what we need to achieve this year is to expect the unexpected and deal with it the best we can. Who the opponent is a little relevance other than we have to prepare for that team. But, 2 weeks ago, we're preparing for Melbourne, and now we're preparing for Adelaide. So it's just about making sure that we don't sit back and go, oh, woe is me. It's about just moving on and accepting the challenges that are part and parcel of what NBL 21 will be.
And with the new guy, Mike Karima, is he a chance to suit up, or are you still getting him cleared and fitted in with the team and all that sort of stuff?
Our front office have done all the paperwork on that one. So my understanding is he's cleared and ready to go. Mike's been fantastic. He's trained with us 4 times. 3 of those practices, he was probably amongst the top 3 players. So he's really come in and contributed well. Good thing about Mike is he just knows who he is and what he is, and he keeps the game very simple for himself. And what he does very, very well. And we've benefited from it in 4 practices already.
I know it's always a bit difficult to sort of tell, but are you envisaging having him for a month, 2 months? How long do you think you'll be without Dane?
Yeah, that's a backward way of asking. When's Dane Pinot? When's Dane Pinot back? Look, we don't know. We just prepare every game as we would, and we don't know what Dane's situation is at the moment. It could be back ready for hub, or it might be a little further down the line. So we're just going to play it by ear, and we'll just keep Mike ready until Dane's ready.
How do you sort of assess the changes in the team from last season, and have you seen many changes in the way the guys play because of the guys you've inserted into the lineup?
I think on the defensive side of the floor, we're far more accomplished. And some of it's system and being able to get the repeat efforts and the repetition in during the preseason. Like the long preseason helps assist with that, but a lot of it's personnel as well. Ruben Tarangi, Cam Glidden, Yanni Betzel, all excellent defenders, and then you throw in our Americans on top, who are both very defensive minded. Rather than it being a weakness this year, I feel like our defense is going to be a strength of ours. And I think in pre-season, the back end of that, we've been able to show that.
I know that you guys have always set expectations high, but how are you sort of feeling about the finals chances for the team, the chance for you guys to get amongst it this season?
No, I feel great about that. I feel like the group we have together right now, the confidence we've built within this group, the trust that we've built amongst each other. I have no problems with anyone's. If others have high expectations, they won't meet the expectations we have of ourselves. We're a very confident group, and I feel like that we're going to do good things this year.
Kyle, what's it been like going through the most massive off-season of off-seasons, and what's the feeling like heading into game 1?
Definitely was long and extended, but I think it was also really, really good in certain aspects, and that's the approach we kind of took as a group. Obviously, there's been a lot of spanners and different things thrown at us, so we've had to adjust to, but no excuses, and it was a great opportunity for us to all prepare. For me personally, more time in the weight room, things like that. So we've tried to make the most of that off-season situation, and as Simon said before, we're just super excited to actually get into some games for sure.
What sort of role do you see for yourself this season, and do you see your minutes going up a bit, or I think it'll be pretty similar to what it was last season?
Obviously leadership's big for me. I think I just want to lead by example, and obviously taking that step into co-captaincy this off season was amazing for me, and I think I want to reflect that in my play this year, and whether that's in 30 minutes or 10 minutes, I think, for me, it's the same thing, providing energy, off the bench, providing scoring punch, and then also defensively trying to be a pest as much as I can. So, it'd be great if Simon plays me 48 minutes a night, but, that's basketball. So I think, that's 8 minutes of OT. So, no, it's, I'm happy to play my role here, and I just want to win. I think that's a great thing we've got within this group is we've got so many talented players and a very, very deep roster. And it's going to be amazing to just, once we get this thing rolling, I think it's going to be one guy in, one guy out, and we're just going to really push the tempo.
What have you seen from the two imports and from your other additions in terms of what they've brought to the side and how they've got you looking out on court?
For me?
Yeah, Kyle.
Yep. It's been amazing. Obviously, as Simon said, we've added five to six really good defensive players. Kiefer is extremely quick, can really put pressure on the ball, coming off ball screens and stuff. It's been really annoying in practice, which is amazing. I can't wait for other guards in the league to experience it. And then, Ruben, Glizzo adding some length, Ben, Yanni, they got really good timing and great IQ defensively. So I think those five guys, as Simon said, is going to be a real sort of defensive anchor and staple for us. And then obviously our core guys as well, understanding our, positions and the way we want to play defensively from last year, and then adding, as I said, some really good defenders. I think we can really go to the next level defensively, and I think we're making great strides.
It would give you a slightly smaller backcourt, but could you and Sykes play some minutes together? Do you see it more one to be subbing for the other?
We've spoken about that. I think there's going to be times where we potentially play together and, some times where we maybe don't as well. So I think it's just going to be situational. As I said, we've got an extremely deep team. So I think we've got guys in every position who can really perform. So, on any given night, we'll see how things are rolling. But, I think we could definitely play together and obviously dependent.
I think I'm good unless Brock's got some questions.
No, I'll just go. Just on Adelaide for both of you quickly. Firstly, Simon, they've obviously got some talented guards and bigs. What are some of the keys, focuses for the team for Sunday's game?
Key focuses for us are probably a little bit more internal. We're preparing for Adelaide and we're going through their personnel and we're getting their structures down and how to defend them, and we're doing all that. But at the same time, it's our first game and we want to make sure that we establish our brand. We want to make sure we're on point defensively. Our communications are strong. Our transition D is strong. Our pick and roll defense is strong. We keep them to one shot. So for us, it's a lot of focus on what we want to achieve. From an offensive standpoint, I don't see any let up on us from last year. If anything, I feel like we're even quicker. And I feel like our efficiencies have improved even. Especially in the transition side of basketball. I feel like Ruben Tarangi has added an extra ball handler to our roster. Cam obviously stretches the floor in transition, and I feel like we've got the fastest front line in the NBL. Ben Moore's a greyhound. Yanni's a greyhound, and when Dane returns, he's a greyhound. And Mike Karina really runs the floor super hard as well. And I think we all know how great Creaky is in trans. So, that's the brand that we want to establish. And I feel like for us, straight off the bat, round one, game one, we want to show everyone who we are and what we're about.
Awesome. And Kyle, just quickly, they're Donald Sloan and Josh Giddy, obviously in the backcourt, who you'll be matching up with. What are some of the challenges that you're looking forward to playing them, and how important is that in the end result of the game, your matchups with those boys?
It's very, very important. Obviously, their backcourt, they've got a really, really solid guards, and, Giddy's got a bright future, and Donald Sloan's obviously played some really high-level basketball in the NBA for a long time. So we're looking forward to all those matchups. They've obviously got some length and athleticism there. We're just going in. We've got a really good team defense, different ways, obviously sticking to the scout and things like that. As you said, first game against two great players, and, they've got a really great roster too. So just getting out there and doing what we've been doing in preseason. We've really started to build, and I think, whilst they've got some great players as well, I think the focus is on us and how we're going to do things.